Ah, the audience of my beautiful, dreamless nights. They sit and watch as you take the spotlight. The glare of that light is bright. It's intoxicating, and it blinds those who dare to look at it for too long. They say they're proud. They say they want you to shine. They say you deserve it, but you and I both know better. No one truly wants to see someone else in the light. No one ever looks at your success without feeling the pang of envy deep in their hearts. You're standing on that stage, and you feel the weight of their eyes. They want to watch you burn. They hate seeing you soar above them. There's always that one moment when you take the spotlight, when the world can't help but notice you. For a moment, the world sees you, admires you, praises you, but you can feel it in the air, the discomfort. It's not admiration they offer, it's a masquerade. Behind those smiles lies the truth. They despise you. They can't stand the idea that you're the one they're looking at, that you're the one they have to acknowledge. They wanted that spotlight. They were supposed to be the ones praised. But you stole it, and now they hate you for it. They can't look at you without seeing their own failures, their own inadequacies. Every compliment is just a thin veil, a lie they tell themselves because they know they can't bring you down yet. They want you to fail. They're waiting for you to trip. They're waiting for that one moment when you slip, when you lose control and fall. They won't cheer for you when you rise. They won't cheer for you when you're down either. Number. They want you to be crushed, to be torn apart, to experience the same pain they felt when they realized they would never be the one everyone's eyes were on. They want to see you suffer, to see you break, to watch as you lose your spark, because that's what it takes to make them feel better about themselves. But it doesn't matter, does it? You keep walking, keep moving forward. You keep taking the spotlight. You keep shining, despite the weight of their hatred. There's a fire in you. It burns, it rages, it never goes out, even when they try to douse it with their bitter words. And you know that fire will continue to burn, no matter how hard they try to extinguish it, because they can't stop you. No matter how much they wish they could, they can't take the spotlight from you, because it was never theirs to begin with. You've earned it, you've fought for it, you've bled for it. It's yours, and no one can ever take that away from you. So they hate watching you shine. They hate seeing you rise higher, knowing they're still stuck in the shadows. But their hatred, it's nothing but a reflection of their own weakness. It's their insecurity speaking. Their fear, their lack of courage to take the risks you've taken, to face the battles you've faced. They can't understand how you do it, how you rise, how you continue to shine even when the world is against you, how you remain unbroken, unbowed, even when they throw everything they have at you. They can't comprehend your strength, your resilience, because deep down, they know they could never be you. They couldn't do what you've done. They couldn't take the blows you've taken and keep standing. That's why they hate watching you shine. They want to believe that if they can make you fall, if they can break you down, they can prove to themselves that they're not weak, that they can do it too. But deep down, they know the truth. They know that they're not you, that they never will be. And so, they seethe in silence, waiting, watching, hoping that one day you'll fall. But you won't. You'll keep rising. You'll keep shining. You'll keep pushing forward, no matter how much they try to tear you down. You'll rise above their hatred, their jealousy, their envy. You'll rise above the lies they tell, the whispers in the dark, because you're stronger than they could ever be. You have the power to take that spotlight and make it your own. You have the power to keep shining, no matter how many people want to see you fail. The spotlight is yours, and it will remain yours, as long as you keep walking the path you've chosen. They'll hate it, they'll keep watching, but they'll never take it from you. They'll never be able to dim your light, no matter how hard they try, no matter how much they wish for your downfall, you will continue to shine, because that's who you are. That's what you've always been. You've always been a fighter, always been someone who refuses to back down, to be silenced, and they can't stand it. They can't stand that no matter what they do, you're still standing tall, still rising, still shining. So let them hate, let them whisper behind your back, let them try to tear you down, because they'll never win. Not as long as you keep fighting, not as long as you keep walking forward, one step at a time, toward your destiny. The spotlight is yours, and they can hate watching you shine, but they can't stop you. They never could. You've already won, and they'll never be able to take that away from you. You've earned every second of that light. You've fought for it, bled for it, sacrificed for it, and now it's yours. You are the one they see when they look at success. You are the one they envy. You are the one they want to destroy. But no matter how hard they try, they'll never succeed. Because you are stronger than they'll ever be, and the spotlight is yours, now and forever. Let them hate. It only proves that you've made it. It only proves that they can't touch you. It only proves that no matter what they do, you'll keep shining, keep walking, keep rising, keep showing the world that they can try to tear you down, but they'll never break you. And in the end, they'll be left in the shadows, still wishing they could be where you are, but they'll never get there. They'll never shine like you do. And that's the greatest victory of all. So take that spotlight and hold it close. Keep walking in the light. Keep shining. Because no matter how much they hate it, you're exactly where you belong. And they can never take that from you. Keep shining. You've earned it. You've stood on the edge, seen the abyss beneath you, and yet you took the step. With no safety net, no guarantee, no promise that you wouldn't fall. But you didn't fall. Instead, you rose. And when you rose, when you soared above those who tried to pull you down, that was the moment you truly understood what it meant to earn something. Not just through sweat and tears, but through every ounce of pain, doubt, and uncertainty you had to battle within yourself. You earned it because you kept going when others would have stopped. You kept fighting when the world tried to drag you under. And now, as you stand in that blinding light, as you feel the heat of it on your face, you understand something more profound. You didn't just earn the spotlight, you earned the right to be there. Because there were countless moments when you could have turned away, moments when you could have chosen the path of least resistance, moments when it would have been easier to stay in the shadows and let someone else carry the weight of the world. But you chose differently. You chose to face the storm head on, to walk into the fire and come out stronger, more resilient than before. And that is why you're here, shining in the very spotlight that others wished for, the one they thought they deserved. They don't know what it took to get here. They don't understand the sacrifices, the hours spent alone, the battles fought in silence. They don't know about the nights you spent questioning yourself, wondering if it was all worth it. They don't see the cracks in your armor, the moments when you almost broke, the times when you thought you couldn't go on. They don't know the weight you carry, the burdens you've lifted, the pain you've endured just to stand here today. And they never will, because they're too busy envying your success to understand the depth of the struggle that came before it. They see only the final act, the glorious finish, but they never saw the behind-the-scenes mess, the chaos, the doubt. To them, it seems so simple. You shine, and they hate it. But it's never been simple, has it? No, it's never been simple. Every step you've taken towards success has been a battle. Every inch you've gained has come with a price. And the further you climb, the more the weight of that success bears down on you. The higher you rise, the more the shadows grow beneath you. And those shadows, they are the eyes of those who envy you. They are the whispers in the dark that hope for your fall. They are the ones who watch you climb, but all they want is to see you slip. Because as long as you're ahead, they are reminded of their own shortcomings, their own failures. They're reminded of the times they chose to stay in their comfort zones, to avoid the risk, to stay in the shadows where it was safe. And now, seeing you up there in the light, they wish they were you. But they won't admit it. Instead, they try to tear you down, to make you feel small, to diminish your victory. But here's the truth, their hatred doesn't matter. It never did. Because the light you've earned is yours. It's not theirs. They can't take it from you, no matter how much they wish they could. They can't dim your shine, no matter how hard they try. Their hatred is rooted in their own insecurities, their own fears. They hate seeing you shine because it reminds them of all the things they haven't done, of all the chances they didn't take, of all the dreams they let die. They look at you and see what they could have been, but never were. And that stings. It stings deep. But it also reveals their weakness. You see, their hatred is born from a lack of self-belief. It's born from the fear that they'll never be able to reach the heights you've reached. The fear that they'll never be able to step into the spotlight like you did. They'll never know the strength it takes to get there. They'll never understand the courage it requires to walk into the unknown, to take risks and face failure head on. They'll never feel the rush of success that you've earned because they were too afraid to go after it. They were too afraid to take the step. And now they'll sit in the darkness, bitter and resentful, while you continue to shine, to rise, to claim the space that is rightfully yours. But you can't let their hatred hold you back. You can't let their envy define your success. You can't let them make you question your worth. Because you know what it took to get here. You know what you've sacrificed, what you've given up, what you've endured. They don't know your story. They don't know the pain that's been etched into your soul, the scars that will never fade. But those scars, they are the proof of your strength. They are the proof that you've survived, that you've persevered. And they will never understand that. They'll never understand how you can smile in the face of adversity, how you can keep walking, keep fighting, even when the world tries to drag you down. They'll never understand how you can smile in the face of adversity, how you can keep walking, keep fighting, even when the world tries to drag you down. They'll never understand the fire that burns inside of you, the fire that keeps you going when everything else is falling apart. But that's okay. They don't need to understand. You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. You don't need their support. Because you have something far more powerful than their hate. You have your own strength. You have your own resilience. You have your own fire. And that's all you need to keep going. That's all you need to keep shining. So let them hate. Let them talk. Let them try to tear you down. Because every time they do, you'll rise higher. Every time they try to dim your light, you'll burn brighter. They can't stop you. They'll never stop you. And the more they hate, the more they'll reveal their own weakness. So keep walking, keep fighting, keep shining. The spotlight is yours, and no one, no matter how hard they try, can ever take it from you. This is your moment. This is your time. And as long as you keep believing in yourself, as long as you keep pushing forward, nothing and no one can ever take that away from you. You have earned the right to be here, and nothing they say or do can change that. So keep walking, keep shining, and never look back. The light you carry is yours, and nothing can ever dim it. Not their hate, not their whispers, not their attempts to tear you down. You know this truth now, deep within your soul. You know that the power to shine has always been yours. It was never theirs to take. It was never anyone's to control, but yours. They can try to shroud you with their jealousy, with their bitterness, but all they'll ever do is cast shadows. And what are shadows but the absence of light? They only prove that your light is real, that it exists, that it cannot be denied. Their hatred only feeds the brilliance of your shine, and they will never understand that. There's a special kind of power in knowing that. A power that doesn't rely on validation from others. A power that doesn't need the approval of the crowd or the accolades of the world. You've built this light within yourself. It's been forged in the furnace of your struggles, your pain, your relentless pursuit of something greater. No one can take it from you. Not when you know exactly what it cost you to get here. They don't know the sacrifices you've made. They don't know the countless nights you spent in silence, wondering if it was all worth it. They don't know the times you've doubted your own worth, questioned your own strength, but you do. And that's all that matters, because you know something they don't. The spotlight doesn't just belong to the ones who seem to be the brightest, the ones who appear to have it all together. The spotlight belongs to the ones who keep going, even when the world tries to pull them into the darkness. The spotlight belongs to the ones who keep rising, keep fighting, no matter how many times they are knocked down. The spotlight belongs to the ones who refuse to let their circumstances define them, to the ones who refuse to be broken. And that is you. You've stood in the shadows long enough, waiting for the world to notice, waiting for the moment when you would be seen. But now you're no longer waiting. You're no longer hoping that someone will give you the chance to shine. You've taken that chance. You've claimed that space. You've made it yours. And those who hate it, they'll never understand why you've earned it. They'll never understand the depth of your strength, the depth of your sacrifice. They'll never understand that your success isn't just the result of luck or privilege. It's the result of years of hard work, of fighting against the tide, of choosing to stand tall even when the world tried to knock you down. They'll never see that. And that's okay, because you don't need them to see it. You don't need their approval, their admiration. You have everything you need within yourself. Your success doesn't rely on their opinions. It doesn't rely on their validation. It's yours because you fought for it. You earned it. And nothing can take that away from you. Let them seethe in their bitterness. Let them try to tear you down. Because every attempt they make to destroy you only proves one thing. They're scared. They're scared because they see you doing what they couldn't do. They see you doing what they were too afraid to do. They see you rising, even when everything inside of them tells them to stay down. And they hate you for it. They hate you because you represent everything they wish they could be, but never had the courage to become. But you know the truth. The truth that they can't break you. The truth that they can't dim your light. They can try to knock you off your pedestal, but it won't work. Because your pedestal isn't built on fragile foundations. It's built on years of resilience, of persistence, of proving to yourself that you are worthy. It's built on your ability to keep going when everyone else thought you would fall. And that's something they'll never have. That's something they'll never be able to replicate. You are the living proof that success doesn't come without sacrifice. It doesn't come without pain. It doesn't come without struggle. But it also doesn't come without strength. Without the courage to face the storm and keep walking, step by step, even when the winds are against you. You've made it through storms that would have broken others. You've survived battles that others didn't even have the strength to face. And now, as you stand in that spotlight, it's the result of every moment of perseverance, every drop of sweat, every tear you shed in private. That spotlight belongs to you because you were the one who fought for it. You were the one who earned it. And when they watch you shine, when they look at you with envy in their eyes, you know something else too. You know that your success isn't just a victory for you. It's a victory for everyone who has ever been told they weren't good enough. It's a victory for everyone who has ever been underestimated, overlooked, or told that they would never amount to anything. You are living proof that those who try to tear you down can never define your worth. They can never define your value. Only you can do that, and you've done it. You've claimed your place in the world, and nothing can ever take that from you. So let them hate, let them talk, let them whisper behind your back. It doesn't matter, because you're still here, you're still standing, and as long as you keep standing, you will keep shining. No matter how many people wish for your fall, no matter how many people want to see you fail, you will keep rising. You will keep walking in the light that you've earned, and as they sit in the shadows, waiting for you to stumble, they will be the ones left behind, trapped in their own bitterness, their own envy, their own self-doubt. But you're free. You're free because you've chosen to step into the light. You're free because you've chosen to embrace your own strength, your own worth. You're free because you've chosen to be the person you always knew you could be. And there's no turning back now. There's no going back to the shadows. There's no going back to the doubt, the fear, the uncertainty. You've made it, and nothing will ever dim your light again. You've earned it, every single second of it. You've fought for it. You've bled for it. You've sacrificed for it. And now, as you stand in the glow of your own success, you know that there is no force in the world strong enough to take it from you. They can try, they can hate, they can wish for your downfall, but it doesn't matter. You are unstoppable now. You are untouchable, because you've already proven that you will never be broken. You will never be silenced. You will never be dimmed, and no one can ever take that away from you. So let them hate, let them talk, let them try to tear you down, because you know something they'll never understand. You know that your success is yours, and nothing can ever dim your light. Nothing can ever stop you, because you've earned it. In the end, remember this: their hatred, their envy, their attempts to tear you down, it all reveals one undeniable truth. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You've earned your place in the light, and nothing, no one, can ever take that from you. Your strength, your resilience, your refusal to be broken is what makes you untouchable. So let them watch, let them hate, because in the end, you will continue to shine, and they will only be left in the shadows. You've earned it. Keep shining.